So we have a class today that is a little bit of moving, a little bit of breathing and a little bit of laying down. So hopefully by the end you'll feel lovely. That's the intention anyway. So we'll start in our comfortable seat, whatever that is for you, whether it's cross-legged or one heel in front of the other, or one on top and one underneath, whatever suits you. Just get nice and comfortable, sitting on the sits bones so that the spine can be up nice and long, honouring its natural curves. And then just gently close your eyes and have a check-in with how you're feeling today. Not trying to change anything in any way, just noticing and making a mental note. Taking a few moments. Notice how you feel in your shoulders, whether they're loosey-goosey or whether there's a bit of stress being held in there. Notice how you feel in your belly. And then just take the awareness to the breath and notice the quality of your breath today. Length of the inhale, length of the exhale. Notice where the breath moves your body, whether the breath is high in your chest or whether it's going deeper and expanding into the belly. Noticing your unique breath and the character of it today. And keeping the eyes closed, maybe do a couple of circles through the shoulders, just releasing any tension that may or may not be there. And then squeezing the shoulder blades behind you, really noticing that space between the shoulder blades where we don't often send any of our attention. And then round through the shoulders, trying to touch the shoulders together in front of you, although that is obviously a physical impossibility. So inhaling, really open the chest and squeeze those shoulder blades behind you, noticing that space behind the shoulders. And then roll them forwards, really trying to make a concave chest. Inhale, stretch the chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, round through those shoulders. And then still keeping the eyes closed, bring the hands to the knees and just circle through the ribs. So circling the ribs round one way. Just a few times, moving as slowly or as quickly as feels good for you today. And then take those circles in the other direction. Excellent. And then coming back to center, take a nice big inhale, stretch the chest forwards. And a nice big exhale, really round through the shoulders and round through the back. So a seated cat-cow. Keeping the eyes closed and really feeling the movement in your body. Inhaling forwards and exhaling back. Inhaling forwards. Exhaling back. Inhaling forwards. Exhaling back. Inhaling forwards. Exhaling back. Inhaling forwards. Exhaling back. And then just come to center and gently flutter the eyes open. We'll do a couple of restorative poses before we get into our body scan. So the one we'll start with, I'm going to give you two different options today. You can either do a seated forward fold. So with a seated forward fold, stretch the legs out in front of you. Start by having the back really nice and tall and pivoting from the hips as far as you can. and then roll the body over the legs, letting everything come down and relax. If that's too much on the hamstrings, if the hamstrings are really tight, you can always bring your feet to the floor. Again, do the same thing. Sit up tall first, pivot from the hips, and then roll yourself over your legs. You can also do it with one in and one out. So if you want to have one leg out to the side to get more of a stretch into the hip, you can do it that way too. So whichever one you want to do, put your legs in the position that you want to take on. Take a nice big inhale, really sit up tall out of the waist, leaning forwards, and then as you exhale, just roll the body over your legs. And we'll concentrate on doing some block breath whilst we're relaxed in this position. So we'll do 6 breaths. Inhaling for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, holding out for 4. So if you have your one leg in, do 3 breaths and then switch legs. Okay, so exhale out any air you have in your body. Then in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. If you need to switch legs now. In, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold. And gently walk your hands back close towards your hips and roll the spine back up to seated. This time we'll do a butterfly. So bring the soles of your feet together, let the knees wing out to the sides, and a similar sort of thing. We've got 2 options with butterfly. You can either keep your hands on your feet as you fold forward, or if you've got quite a lot of flexibility in your back and it's more comfortable to tuck your hands under your legs and come into turtle, then you can do that too. So really sit on the sit bones. We want to make sure that those sit bones are really, really down on the ground and we're grounded. Take a nice big inhale, nice long back, really sit up at the hips. Pivot forward at the hips, and then when you can't go any further, relax the torso, relax the head. Either have the hands on the feet or slide them underneath the legs. Now in here, we're going to take a big breath in for the count of 4, nice and deep. Hold for 7, and then slowly breathe that air out for 8. It's going to be quite a quick count. So in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to make the breath as smooth as possible. in, hold, out, in, hold, out, in, hold, out. Then gently let the breath come back to normal. Untangle the arms if they're tangled and gently roll that spine back up to seated. Okay, coming either into a cross-legged position or sitting on your knees if you find that more comfortable. We'll do some twisting with the breath. So one hand on top of the other, one hand on top of the opposite elbow. Take a nice big inhale at center and then exhale, twist around towards the left. Inhale back to center, exhale, twist the other way. Inhale center, exhale, twist. Inhale center, exhale, twist. Inhale center, exhale, twist. Inhale center, exhale, twist. So we'll do 3 more each side, moving with your own breath. Noticing the more we do this, whether it starts to open up a little more and if you can twist a little further. And then once you've done your 3 rounds on both sides, just let the hands come down to the sides. Okay, so the next one we're going to do a baby camel. So for this, you'll need to be on your knees and have your hands on the base of your back. So we'll support the lower back by having the hands here. Squeezing the elbows towards one another will automatically open up the chest. So squeeze the elbows towards one another. Take the hips forward and really squeeze all the muscles around the hips, around your bum. And then open the chest up towards the ceiling and take your chin towards the ceiling, but keep a really long neck. So the back of the neck is still extended. We're not crunching anything. Really feel those hips going forwards. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another to really engage the core muscles and stretch the chest up towards the ceiling. And then just take a few breaths here, nice and gentle. Then pull those core muscles in, engage the inner thighs and come back up to standing on your knees. It's not standing, is it? And then take the hips slowly down towards your heels and we'll come into child's pose. So knees can be together or knees can be out to the side. Just stretch the hands forward and take the forehead down towards the floor. And take 3 really deep breaths here. Just allowing everything to completely relax onto the mat or the carpet beneath you. Excellent. And then bring the head up, walk the hands in and come up onto all 4s. So the last pose we'll do before we come into our body scan is puppy pose. So for this one, walk the hands forwards and come down onto your elbows. We want to keep the hips up, so the hips stay above the knees, but we want to melt our chest towards the floor. So whether you stay on your elbows or whether you can stretch your arms out in front of you, maybe come down onto the forehead or down onto the chin. But what we really want to focus on is melting that chest down. Maybe squeezing the shoulder blades behind you will help to get that chest closer to the floor. And then gently come up onto your elbows and push yourself back up to seated. Good stuff. Okay, final relaxation. So we're going to lay in Savasana. You all know that one, laying on the ground with your legs relaxed. If you want to have your hands down by your sides, you absolutely can. If you'd rather have them palm down, if you feel like you need to be more grounded today, you can have them palm down. And if you want to do a mudra, the option I'm going to give today is sunshine mudra, which seems quite apt seeing as we have beautiful sunshine at the moment. But sunshine mudra is really good for inspiration and countering lethargy, which is probably what we need a little bit of if you're feeling anything like I've been feeling this week. So sun mudra is really simple. You take your thumb and you hold down your third finger, and then you completely relax. So we're basically holding the nail of the ring finger down towards the palm. So when we're laid on the floor, you obviously want that palm up, just so that you can completely relax. And it doesn't matter if your fingers start to curl as you get more relaxed in the body scan. So coming down into a really comfortable laid position. If you want to do the mudra and just relax the hands down by your sides. Make sure your shoulders are tucked underneath the torso so that they're really comfortable. Head supported. If you have any sensitivity in the back of your head, you can use a cushion. Really relax the legs, let the feet fall out to the side. But if you do have any issues with the lower back, then bring the feet to the floor and let the knees roll in constructive rest. That will just protect the lower back. So get really, really comfortable. So if you haven't done a body scan meditation before, we essentially rotate our awareness around the various parts of our body, allowing the mind to jump from body part to body part. You'll hear me guide you through all of the different parts of the body. All you need to do is mentally repeat the name of each body part after you have heard me say it. So you mentally repeat the name of each body part after you have heard me say it. Begin by bringing your awareness to your right hand, to your right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, back of the hand, palm of the hand, the right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the waist, hip, thigh, back of the thigh, right kneecap, back of the knee, shin bone, calf muscle, ankle, right heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the whole right side of the body, the whole right side of the body. Now bring your awareness to the left hand and continue to mentally repeat the name of each body part after you have heard me say it. The left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, back of the hand, palm of the hand, the left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the waist, hip, thigh, back of the thigh, left kneecap, back of the knee, shin bone, calf muscle, ankle, left heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the whole left side of the body, the whole left side of the body. Now bring your awareness to the crown of your head. Keep noticing each body part as you hear me say it. Repeat mentally to yourself each body part after you have heard me say it. Forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, space between the eyebrows, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, both lips gently touching together, tongue, inside the right cheek, inside the left cheek, chin, jawbone, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest muscles, left chest muscles, the breastbone, diaphragm, upper belly, belly button, lower belly, right groin, left groin, right hip, left hip, pelvis, right glute, left glute, lower back, middle back, upper back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, crown of the head, now the major body parts, the whole right leg, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, the whole left leg, both legs, both legs, the whole right arm, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, the whole left arm, both arms, both arms, the whole of the back of the torso, the whole of the back of the torso, the whole front of your torso, the whole front of your torso, the front and back of your torso together, the front and back of your torso together, the whole body, the whole body, totally aware, totally relaxed, free from tension. Now, wherever your mind has wandered off to, bring it back to the body and bring it back to the breath. And take 3 long, deep exhales in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then very gently start to think about moving. Maybe a single finger or toe. Maybe rolling the head from side to side or circling through the wrists and the ankles. Maybe you feel like a big stretch or maybe you feel like hugging the knees in or doing a twist. Move your body in whatever way it craves. And then when you are ready, and there's no rush at all, roll over onto your side and come up to seated. And your practice for today is done. I hope that you enjoyed it.